Good night, Eddie. I love you. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, you are brilliant. We love you.
Me too, thank you.
Congratulations.
From Australia.
We'd love to get you down under. How do we do
I've
that?
been to Brisbane before.
Got to come down south a little bit further as well.
Well, I want to get my Speedo on and roll around in the sand and look for great white sharks and things. It'd be amazing.
We'll work on it.
We'll just get Eddie to bring me down.
There you go, Eddie. Challenge has been issued.
Yeah.
Well, to make sure that he does come to Australia at some stage, we've brought him in tonight and he's here right now. Johnny Weir has been one of the most talked about athletes at these Olympic Winter Games. The American stole the show, if not the medals at the figure skating, with his exuberance, his flair and his ability to win over the crowd. Johnny, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We're going to have you down to Australia.
I hope so. I'm going to stay with you, right?
I said the other night, we'd love to have you, and we're renovating at the moment, so maybe you can help me with the guest room.
Of course, I'll decorate.
What would you do?
I don't know. Well, what kind of mood do you want for that room?
Well, I think, you know, visitors and happy and all that sort of stuff.
So yellow?
Yellow could be good.
Some kind of yellow. But maybe we'll make it kind of like a French corset yellow.
Johnny, have people just missed the gag with you along the way? Are they taking you too seriously in your flamboyance and not seriously enough with your athleticism?
Well, you know what? The thing I can say, I'm a two-time Olympian. How many athletes can really say that? I may not have a medal and I may be exuberant and flamboyant and all of these things, but when you cut right down to it, I'm a two-time Olympian. So my athleticism and my ability as an athlete should never be questioned. When people have an issue, it's usually with my personality and who I come off as. But unless you know me personally, you know very little about me.
The judging, a lot of other judges, not the ones who actually judged for the medals, but a lot of big judges said that you skated brilliantly in your final round, that you deserved a far higher ranking than you got. Are you disappointed? Do you think that the politics of ice skating and the politics of judging in any Olympic sport, but particularly that one, might have just got you?
I think in a way it did. Figure skating is very political, and I'm a very big personality for figure skating. And when you have an Olympic Games every 4 years, it's important that the whole world is represented on that podium, not two Americans, not two Russians, but, you know, a little something for everybody. So when Evan Lysacek, our Olympic champion, did skate so well and was basically assured a medal before I even went on the ice, everyone kind of knew no matter how well I skated, I wasn't going to be pushed onto the podium, no matter what. And I accept that, and coming into this championship, I was really counted out of a medal and not even really thought of as a chance for the top 10. No one thought I was strong enough. And I skated amazing. I brought people along on my journey with my soul and my heart and everything just on my sleeve, and I guess that's my medal. And that is what I wanted to accomplish, but when I look back on it, as unimportant as I made the medal to myself, it upset me when the results were announced and I didn't have one.
Because you're an athlete.
Because I am an athlete at the end of the day.
Johnny, take us back to the very beginning. Maybe paint a picture for the people in Australia of the community you came from and how you got into ice skating in the cornfield out the back of your house.
You know, it's a very strange story. I'm from a tiny, tiny town in Pennsylvania, and it's surrounded by Amish fields and farms.
So
and,
extreme ultra-conservative.
I didn't know who Whitney Houston was until I was 12 or 13 years old.
Must have broken your heart.
It did when I heard that voice, and then she quickly, you know how it
but
goes.
she's back. She's actually in Australia as we speak.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she is. She's doing concerts right as we speak.
Excellent. Well, I wish her well for that. But no, I lived in this very small, very conservative town. My family wasn't always conservative, but a conservative town nonetheless. And one winter, the cornfield behind my house froze over. I went out on a pair of used ice skates and started to try to skate and teach myself how to do everything because I saw it on television. And my parents saw me out there playing around, and my aunt, who lived next door, saw me, and she said, "You should try to get him some lessons." And at the time, I was a skier, I did equestrian, I played football, I did all sorts of things. And, you know, they said, try it. And in 1 week, I taught myself how to do an axel just by watching things on television. So I think, really, I was meant to be a figure skater.
You weren't meant to be a footballer, though, were you?
Absolutely not. I literally would run the opposite direction from the team towards the wrong goal, and pretend to be a zebra, and I'd flap my wings and be an ostrich, all sorts of craziness.
What was the reaction from the sidelines, from the parents and the opposition?
Oh, I don't know. I was too in my own world to really understand what was going on around me, and I still am like that.
You do, and we've got a clip from the promo for your new show that's on cable in Australia. Let's just roll the video and have a chat about it.
Will he or won't he? Will he or won't he? There's no middle ground. You either love him or hate him. Here's Johnny. Johnny Weir is the last person figure skating needs as a role model. I walk on water. Well, frozen water. Johnny Weir. When I'm good, I'm good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
Great promo. In there, though, there's one little grab that you hear. Johnny is the worst person in the world to have as a role model for ice skating, or something to that effect. Does that hurt you to have to put that in to promote it, or is that just a bit of a poke in the eye for the officials of ice skating?
Well, I did that voiceover.
Yeah.
So for me, I take everything as a game. I take everything very unseriously, unless it's a threat or someone's dying or something. I'm very laid back as far as that kind of stuff is concerned, and I like to poke fun at people. There's no harm in it. There's no issue with that. It's all in good fun. I respect people and love people so much, and I do feel like I'm not the chosen one, and have never been the chosen one to represent my sport or even my country. So for me, it's definitely fun to make a joke out of it.
Well, you're having a bit of fun. You're winding a lot of people up. Then you've gone into the Olympic Village and you've decided to room with Tanith Belbin, who is regarded as the most beautiful woman at the Vancouver Olympic Games. And you've wound everybody up by saying, I didn't want to stay with those blokes. And I can understand that, having roomed with men over the years.
Well, they smell.
They do. They stink. Yeah, they do. I'm with you on that one. What have you? It's just so funny. What have you done to set up the room for Tanith?
Well, you know, I got there maybe 5 days before she did, and I wanted it to smell amazing and be an oasis. Because when you get to an Olympic Village, you're kind of pushed through all these different accreditation centers and X-ray machines and luggage and getting the team uniform, and all of this craziness is happening. And when you get to your room, it's like, because there's a tiny bed waiting for you, not very nice quality sheets, there's maybe one towel. And as figure skaters, we travel nicely. We stay in nice hotels and compete. And when you get to an Olympic Games, it's very different, and I learned that in Torino. So to set up, I lit candles every day. I made sure everything was clean in her room. I dusted everything because, you know, there are lots of athletes here. You can't keep everything perfect by one cleaning crew. So I cleaned, I put her team uniform away for her. I just tried to make it as comfortable as possible. We're old friends, so we go way back.
You haven't seen the Channel 9 accommodation, have you? I can't, hire for an hour afterwards.
Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me?
I'll tell you, I'll get you over there, get it sorted out for me. I think I need
I'm
a bit
a
of a
very
help.
expensive cleaner and house worker, so I mean, if you can afford it, I'll do it.
Johnny, why continue with the battle?
I'm from a tiny town in Pennsylvania where nobody really gets out. I'm the only person I know from my elementary school who's really left the state, even. And I've walked Red Square, I've been on the Great Wall of China, I've been to Australia. I mean, I've done all of these amazing things with my life, and I've had to fight every step of the way for it. And to be an individual, you're constantly in a battle, no matter what field you're in. I happen to love figure skating and being an Olympian and a sportsman, and I love every second of my life, no matter how hard it may be. And I feel like my worth as a person is in how I can get back up from being knocked down. And figure skating has taught me that. I've had to fight other skaters. I don't come from a rich family. I'm not the typical figure skating person that people want to see. I'm not a typical person people want to see. I get called Miss almost daily because of my lashes and my lips.
Well, we were sending you up the other night, and we've spoken about this, and some people have taken it that it was an insult, and I respect their opinions.
I heard about that.
I respect their opinions, and at no stage were we trying to be insulting. We were taking the mickey, which is an Australian way, but I understand how people can be insulted by that, so we're not here to be pushing any particular barrow. You join in a lot of the fun of the fair and all this sort of stuff. When does it cross over for you? When does it become malicious?
When I'm threatened.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with people questioning me as a person, my lifestyle, my life. I don't have a problem. I think everyone is inquisitive and everyone has a question to ask or a comment to make about somebody else. It's human nature. It's people. And you know what? I'm strong enough to deal with anything, unless I get threatened.
You've been fantastic, and we really appreciate you coming in tonight, because it could have been easily for you to just say, no, we'll blow these guys off, they're having a go, and there's been headlines. We really appreciate the fact you're coming in. There is one quote that I must ask you about. It says, there are some things I keep sacred. My middle name, who I sleep with, and what kind of hand moisturiser I use. Johnny, I'm a hard-hitting investigative reporter from Australia. I have to ask you the tough question, right?
I'm terrified of great white sharks.
The one I want to know is, what type of hand moisturiser do you use?
Don't screw with me.
Johnny, thanks for coming in, mate.
Thank you.
We have got some roses here for you we'd like to present, because
Really?
these have become your signature over the course of the Olympic Games.
Oh.
There we go. The budget's a bit tight at Channel 9. We've only got you half a dozen roses. There's a dozen there for you.
They're gorgeous.
But we are opening up a magnificent ice skating facility.
eucalyptus.
There's a bit of eucalyptus in there as well.
You know, I eat it like a koala bear sometimes.
Do you? Is that right?
I do.
We're opening a huge ice skating area in Melbourne. We'd love to get you down there at some stage.
Oh, I'd love to.
I'd love to see you in Australia.
Oh, I said I'm ready for my Speedo. I'm ready to roll around in the sand. I want to go see Nicole Kidman at the Opera House. I need to see all of these things.
You have to, and come and see Australian rules football. You'll love that too, and the rugby league.
Yeah, absolutely.
Johnny, thank you.
I want to see them play the Kiwis, though.
Yeah, that's well, they do that in the rugby league. They get stuck into each other there. Mate, thank you very much for coming
It's
on the
my pleasure.
show.
Thank you.
Keep the fight going.
Yeah, and you too.
I think Australians will love the fact that you are an underdog, and they will get behind you. That's what we like to do in Australia, and I appreciate your support.
It's my pleasure. And
Thanks,
we'll take
Johnny.
on the world together.
Good on you, buddy. Let's do that. once you fix up my room.
Yes.
Johnny will be down under. He'll be staying at my place, and we look forward to seeing you there. Leila McKinnon is with us with the American superstar Johnny Weir.
Thanks, Eddie. Thanks, Johnny, for coming back in again. You were out at the Pacific Coliseum tonight. It must have been incredibly emotional when Joannie Rochette came to perform.
When Johnny came to the ice, the audience was so supportive. Everyone knew about the disaster in her family with her mother's passing yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And, you know, the audience was really behind her. Not only is she competing in the Olympic Games in her home country with all of that pressure, but something like this has happened in the family. So, I mean, I don't think there was a dry eye in the building. Everyone I spoke to on the phone, it was just extremely emotional.
Are you astounded that, or do you understand how she's able to do it?
You know, I thank God that nothing like this has happened to me, where I've had to see what this situation feels like. But I know I would not be able to compete. I wouldn't be able to skate. I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. So, you know, it just shows the kind of character that she has, what a strong girl she is. And she has so many people that love her and are behind her, and she's got to be up in just 2 more nights to do it again.
Yeah, 2 more nights. What about Mao Asada from Japan? She's the only one that's looking like a challenger to Kim Yuna. How do you think she'll go? Is she able to get up on the gold podium?
You know, 4 years ago in Torino, everyone was talking about this Japanese girl named Mao Asada, and she was the next phenom. She was who everyone was excited to see. And then slowly but surely came about Kim Yuna from South Korea. And they have this amazing rivalry, and there's so many events that they go head-to-head at. But it seems in the past couple of years that Yuna has really stepped over Mao Asada. So, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see if 2 triple axels in a free program can get Mao Asada the Olympic gold medal.
Now, Yuna, tonight, how do you think she went? She's out there way in front on the points. Did she give everything she has to offer tonight?
You know, Yuna did something astounding tonight. She skated with energy and passion. She skated right after her biggest rival, which is very hard in itself. But she went out there with the confidence and assuredness of a mature, seasoned woman. But she's really only been on the senior scene for 3.5 years or so. So this kind of composure is something that is deep inside her. It's not something that she's learned.
We heard that Kim Yuna actually went out and rehearsed her whole routine in front of all the girls yesterday. Is that a psychological mind game? Or are we reading too much into it?
When you're as good as Yuna, you don't have to psych people out. You just show up and you do your thing, and you're already better than everybody else. So just the fact that she's in good enough condition to do a full practice and a full performance on a practice, you know, it just shows that she's here to win the Olympic gold medal.
Now, our girl Chelsea Lee, do you know Chelsea?
Yes, I actually had the pleasure of meeting her on a bus to the practice rink just a couple days ago, and I was so proud with what she was able to do today. I mean, she wasn't even supposed to be in this Olympic Games until the competitor from Israel dropped out, and she came through with flying colors. She did so well.
How incredible is it to come from sort of being the 32nd person in the world and then get ranked 18th in your first Olympics, you know, your first qualifier?
It shows how strong she is. It shows that Chelsea really dug deep and pulled out a performance, and she beat her personal best score by several points, and you know, she did amazing, and she looked like she had a lot of fun out there.
She's got a big future, do you think?
I hope so. I hope for Australian skaters and skating fans that Chelsea has a big future.
So who's going to win?
You're putting me in the middle here. But, you know, I would bet on Yuna Kim from South Korea. I think
it's hers to lose.
I think it's hers to lose. She's got the presence and the character of a real woman. And Mao Asada, while she's amazing and great, and I can't say anything bad about her, I think Yuna is just a little bit stronger.
Okay, Johnny, thanks for your insights.
My pleasure, thank you.
And we'll see you again soon.
Of course.
And to review it all now, our favourite figure skater, Australia's adopted son, all in black tonight, Johnny Weir. Johnny, thanks for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me again.
Let's talk about our girl, Chelsea. She did a personal best tonight. Is she someone to look at in the future? Does she have a future in this sport?
Absolutely. As long as she keeps working and she keeps improving her artistic side and her jumps. She needs to get those really difficult jumps, the triple lutz, the triple flip, and now it seems the triple axel, now that we've got Mao Asada doing triple axel jumps consistently. I think as long as she can handle all of that and get the technique down, she's definitely a bright rising star, and she made herself proud tonight.
She did. She's just a baby, and you can see all the parts are there, but you can see her thinking her way through the routine.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And that's something that comes with time and age, and it's kind of like a nice bottle of wine. It's better after a few years. You can't just cork it right away.
No, okay. Well, we'll be watching her in the future. Now, Joannie Rochette, we will never understand how she did that tonight.
You know, we were talking. I have no words and no idea how she would be able to. I mean, I would crumble. I wouldn't be able to perform on the world stage like this, and to do so well. It's really a tribute to her strength, and I'm sure the strength that her mother instilled in her.
And she takes away a medal from this, and she will always have that, I guess, as she said, as a tribute to her mother. But it must have been incredibly emotional at the Coliseum during the flower ceremony.
Oh, it absolutely was. I mean, there were tears all around. It is figure skating, and we do tend to cry, but I mean, this situation, you wouldn't be able to understand it unless you were in it, and Joannie really is the icon of this Olympics to me, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so behind her, and I know so many people will find strength in what she was able to do here.
She's had so much support, but really now it's a time for privacy and to grieve and for her to try and go on with her life. Let's talk about the silver medalist, Mao Asada. She is great, but she just didn't quite have what it took tonight to take on Yuna. Tell us about her routine.
You know, when she came on the ice, she looked very nervous, and I was like, oh, please, just fight and make a battle with Yuna. And she opened up great, making Olympic history, 2 triple axels in 1 free program for a woman. It's I believe, the first time ever. And, you know, that was so intense and so wonderful. But then, as the program went on, she started to fizzle. It almost seemed like she knew she was fighting for that top spot.
And Yuna, what did you think about that? To me, as an amateur, as someone sort of new to looking at the sport, it was just incredible.
It was perfection tonight. There was not one finger she put wrong tonight. And that's what you expect from an Olympic champion. That's what you expect the Olympic champion to be, especially in the women's event. And Yuna combines grace and artistry, and there's a reason that they call her Queen Yuna in Korea. It's because she can skate like this and deliver the goods every single time she goes on the ice, and perform every time like it's the first time we're seeing this piece of art. Even though it's an old program from the beginning of the season, we still feel like it's fresh and new every time, and it's a very rare person that can make that happen. 150
points. She looked shocked. Is that unheard of?
Well, 150 points for a woman is very unheard of. That's her score, if I get into the nitty-gritty about it, men's scores are multiplied by 2, while women's are, brought up by 1. So there really isn't much of a way for a woman to compete on the men's side. But Yuna's score would have had her in the top 10 in the men's event.
That's incredible.
And not even 10th. I mean, I think 8th or maybe 7th place. I'm not quite sure.
She just seems to land so much lighter than anybody else. Would you say that she was the best ever? Would she challenge Katarina Witt?
Oh, I think she's surpassed Katarina Witt. I think Yuna is the new generation of figure skating, and after our judging system changed, we needed that star, and Yuna is definitely that star. She can work it from every angle. She's beautiful, she's a wonderful girl, and there's nothing better to me than when somebody so talented and so wonderful is a good person as well, and a nice person. And Yuna deserves this title, and she is the queen.
She's a champion.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Johnny. We look forward to you coming on tomorrow night. We're going to talk about some of the fashions of the games.
I cannot wait. We're going to dish.
Let's do that. We'll be dishing tomorrow night. Thank you so much,
Pleasure.
Johnny.
Pleasure.
And there he is, the superstar of these games, Johnny Weir. What a breath of fresh air he has been. And he's about to give us an up-and-close personal look at what's been happening on the fashionista world of Vancouver. Johnny, I'm going to sit here quietly because the last time I spoke fashion on this show, I got into a lot of trouble.
That's
I'm
right.
still in trouble, apparently. But before we go any further, can you tell me, is that fake? Please tell me that's fake.
Oh, absolutely, it's fake.
Thank God.
But I just wanted to make you sweat a little
Yeah, I
bit.
did. I thought there was going to be another group going after me there. Johnny, you're looking magnificent tonight. I like
Thank
your watch
you.
too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shiny, shiny.
Yeah.
I had to do it up very fashionable tonight because we're talking about the fashions.
Yeah, well, you've got a bit of fur, fake fur, and a bit of bling, real stuff. That's what we like to see.
Oh, yeah, over the top.
What have we got?
No, we've got a lot of stuff. I mean, this Olympics has been crazy so far with the fashions, and the first thing I want to talk about is the Team Bermuda coming in at the opening ceremonies. And I know they're called Bermuda shorts, but it's the Winter Olympics. What do you need shorts for? I mean, especially red shorts, and they're short.
They are. The socks are the problem there, I think.
I think so.
Just on the first guy, I think it's all about the socks.
He needed leather sandals with that outfit, didn't he? That's right.
He needed
sandals
some sandals.
just to get the full look going.
Or some leather leggings. That go all the way. But I mean, do you have shorts like that?
No, I don't. No.
All right.
No.
Good man.
What else was bad?
What else? We've got the Norwegian curlers who
Yeah.
are wearing Rubik's Cubes on their legs.
The party pants, we called them last night.
Party pants. I mean, there's something very clownish about it. And as a descendant of Norwegian people, I'm a little dismayed by these
It's not a
pants.
good look. I mean, they've had a golden games, the Norwegians, but not in the fashion stakes, let's be honest.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These pants, they hurt my eyes. They're almost bleeding. And
Well, let's get into your neck of the woods now, okay? Let's have a look at the figure skating,
figure
because this was
skating.
controversial, particularly down in Australia.
no, of course, this is the Aboriginal
Yeah.
folk dance from the Russian team Domnina Shabalin. And you know what? I just felt it was very disrespectful, especially after I talked to everyone here about the Aboriginal culture and how much of a disrespect this was. So that's why for me it was the worst dressed.
Johnny, can you just tell me, when we're watching all this stuff, why did each of the countries have a cultural dance and none of them had anything to do with their countries?
Well, you can choose which country you want to perform to.
I know, but wouldn't you at the Olympics choose your own country? You're representing your country.
I think for the most part, but ice dancers are kind of the firebirds of figure skating, and they'll do something crazy just to get a reaction.
Yeah,
More
no
than me.
doubt. No doubt about that. Now, you're talking about the pants. We've seen the Norwegians' pants. We've had a look at the Bermuda's pants.
Absolutely.
Something else that caught your eye?
These, okay. So I know the world is very strict with making fake fashions,
Yeah.
and a fake Burberry pant, especially a fake Burberry hot pant,
Yeah.
that should get stopped in customs. But you know what? Worse than fake pants is a fake mustache.
Fake moustache?
A fake mustache. Drawn on with eyeliner.
Yeah.
And they make fun of figure skaters for wearing too much makeup. And look at the amount of eyeliner on this man.
I thought they were fun, those guys.
I mean, it's very funny and clever, but, I mean, grow a real one.
Yeah,
be a man.
Go for it.
Right, so
There's
Eddie?
the Frenchies. I won't say anything. Johnny, I'm not saying a
Eddie,
word.
I love you. You
I'm
know
not
that.
saying a word. All right, last night when it caught my eye, I was at the aerials, and the Americans again were to the fore in the fashion mistakes up there. Ryan St.
It does happen, it does happen. Ryan St. Ange, the amazing aerialist, and he is wearing amazing American star pajamas. To compete in the Olympic Games, have that moment of your life, and you're wearing your pajamas.
Yeah, it's not a good look, is it?
I don't like this one at all. But next, it's one I hate even more.
Okay.
It is the Cyndi Lauper 80s look of ice dancer Nora Halfman from Hungary. And I mean, it looks right out of one of those terrible 80s movies.
Bit of flash dance.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, maybe for fun every once in a while on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
But this is the Olympics.
Bit of Irene Cara coming back in. We should have got the leggings going there for you, Johnny.
And I want to see leg warmers even with this.
Yeah, mind you, it's got a bit of pink, you know, around the midriff there. That reminds me of somebody else's outfit at one stage, but we won't go into that just yet. Anyone else?
My last one is my arch nemesis and the very deserving Olympic champion Evan Lysacek from the United States. For men's figure skating and for all the talk he does about how masculine figure skating should be, he's wearing dueling snakes.
Yes.
And that strikes me as a little bit odd. And what's even odder is this is by Vera Wang. She designed this and made fun of me in American papers about my costume.
Is that right?
And she put him in dueling snakes. I think it's kind of an undercut a bit.
I think there's a little bit of a subplot to that one.
I think a little bit. Maybe she's really on my side.
I think so. Maybe.
She wanted to dress you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
But Leila,
so
what about you?
Oh, I've got some good ones. My worst one is I'm a bit torn. It's a love-hate relationship. I've got our old friend, Eddie, Prince Hubertus of Hohenlohe-Langenberg.
He is the man.
He's the Mexican downhill and slalom skier. Started in 1984 in Sarajevo, still skiing. Such a great Andy Himalaya, the pop star. That's him.
That's it. He's brought out, what, 9 albums or something. Andy Himalaya, he calls himself.
Yeah.
And he's 51 years of age.
He is, and there he is, Yosemite
Look how
Sam.
fit he looks.
He's amazing. He looks great, and he says
it-
the inspiration behind this outfit, he wanted to be like a Mexican desperado.
Is that a
who
gun in his holster?
Yep, he had all the ammunition, all the guns, all the dynamite to kill the hill. Unfortunately, he came 78th, but he had the inspiration.
But still, he had to beat someone for 78th place.
That's true. He's
Yeah,
here.
we don't want to see
I'm
him,
not
that's
taking
for sure.
anything away from him. And my best was
no, this is one of Johnny's,
snow-
this one.
Oh, okay.
This
you
is
go.
me.
Yeah.
Look at us mixing up with the graphics a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I was really impressed with this beaver helmet. I mean, it was the funniest thing seeing this skeleton man. It was the funniest thing seeing him fly down the hill with this animated beaver. I mean, just wait. Just watch until he starts shaking to stay on the skeleton. I mean, just look at, it's like the beaver smiling at you. I actually, Eddie, I'm sorry. I don't think it's smiling so much. I'm gonna turn red in a minute. It looks more like a gopher. We can go there.
Well, there's a turn up that's one of your favourites, Johnny, that's for sure. All right, what else have we got there?
The snowboarders, the American snowboarders, I kind of like them. They look cool. And I'm tipping all the kids are going to be wearing the fake denim Gore-Tex on the snowboarding slopes. So a bit controversial, but that was one of my best.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not gonna fight you on that one.
We've seen the bad, we've seen the ugly. Let's see some of the good now. Come on, Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny, be good. Give me some good stuff.
No, the good ones. You know, the Russians really know how to do style, and I don't know if that's a new thing or the new influx of money into the country, but Bosco Sport designs these amazing costumes
Jackets, yeah.
every Olympic season since I think 2002.
So I reckon that looks like a bad cake. But anyway.
But see, I find it beautiful, and the wings represent the phoenix, and here again the Russian hockey team with
Yeah.
that bright red, such a strong Russian color, and I was really impressed with that, and thought everyone looked beautiful out there playing. But for me, this is kind of a controversial pick for me. The German pair team of Alyona Savchenko and Robin Zsolkowy, they dressed as clowns for the performance of the short program. But you have to kind of watch the whole performance for it to work for you. It was Send in the Clowns, very sad, but they really did it, and it fits their style very well. It tells a story.
It was quite evocative. Johnny, again, just asking about the figure skating, of which I know next to nothing.
Yeah.
And the costumes. Why wouldn't everybody just wear team uniform, for example, so that then the judges can see who can actually skate, as opposed to maybe being in fancy dress?
How boring would that be?
Yeah, there's the answer for me. Thank you for that.
We'd all have to wear those beaver helmets to set
Yeah.
ourselves apart. This way we can at least have our own individual style and bring some theater to it. Also, I wanted to say Lindsey Vonn, the skier from the United States, she looked very slick and very clean and very very Americana, and I really liked that, and I thought it was beautiful. And I mean, she's a beautiful girl, Olympic champion.
She's a beautiful girl, but your flatmate's probably the #1 seed as far as the beauty's concerned. Let's be honest.
I can't disagree. And this is my roommate here in the village. This is Tanith Belbin. It's a bit much for most people, but I find she looks beautiful. They were portraying Ave Maria, and she was kind of an evil spirit, as her partner was more Maria, I suppose, than she was.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? I think the best dress for me, well, at least the second best dress, was this beautiful young skater from the United States.
Very nice.
Rocking a hot pink tassel. I mean, I felt that it was very impressive to go out there in a corset. But the number...
Hey, before you move on, did you design that?
I did design that.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be kind of very sex shop, pink tassel corset.
Yeah.
And it came away well.
Congratulations, you achieved your ambition there.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Johnny. That
And
was
the makeup's terrible by the end of the performance.
Did you know exactly where that close-up camera was? Because you just gave it the loving look. It was beautiful stuff.
Well, no, I know where the judges sit,
Yeah.
and that's who got the kisses.
Okay.
But can I have a drum roll, please?
All right.
My #1 best dressed of this Olympic Games is show me. It's Sir Eddie.
Ah,
Aha, the great one.
not with Gretzky.
So dapper, so classic. And I've heard you even wear your suit to go swimming.
Apparently so, yes. I've got the Armani number there going beautifully. I decided to go with a sans tie on this occasion for one of the few times. Many people thought my head might fall off without the tie being there to keep it going. But yes, meeting the great one, Wayne Gretzky, there was a wonderful moment. But thank you for that, Johnny.
No, it's my pleasure. I mean, you're a true gentleman.
Thank you, sir, and I appreciate it. And one thing that we are going to do is we are going to try to get you down to Australia in the not-too-distant future. Not only come down and have some fun maybe with fashion weeks and things like that, but also we want to see you skate. Because you are a champion, and for all the hoo-ha that's been going on, sometimes you can forget that along the way you're a fantastic athlete, and we wish you all the best for the World Championships coming up.
Thank you.
And also in 4 years' time, getting up to Russia there to Sochi and having another go for Olympic glory.
Thank you very
Good
much.
on you, mate. Thank you very much for being
Thank
great
you
fun.
so much.
Johnny, lately he's been all right, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been fantastic. We love
He's a
him.
ripper.
Yeah.
Good on you, Johnny. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Johnny Weir, one of the superstars of the Winter Olympic Games here in Vancouver. And for high-speed thrills and spills, the women's team pursuit is one of the highlights.